Hello, everybody. Today is another episode of the Get Inside Me show with your host, of course, Miss PATU LOCA. And I'm so thrilled and excited. And yes, you guys do know this man of extraordinaire. And I've had a lot of you guys ask me, what is S.M.I.L.E? What is this Some Make It Look Easy? And now I'm seeing all these different things dealing with this guy. And then I've also had people talking to me about the conglomerate post and the whole network, the whole global thing. So who is this person? And I'm like, well, I'm glad you guys should ask because I have him in the building. So he's not only my co-host on the Get Inside Me on Sundays that airs each and every Sunday from 4 to 5 Eastern Time. Check your local time zone. But he is here, and it's all about Mr. Ralan.
Wow, you said my name right.
Yeah. So, Mr. Ralan, how are you today?
I am I'm great. I'm awesome. I had to go to West Virginia and Chicago in a length of time and get back home and take care of some other things. Kind of sleepy.
So, today is all about you. So, I know you got to be excited because it's all about, well, it's all about you. And we're going to be dipping a little bit about you, but more about your business, like what you do for a living, because you do a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So a little bit about the personal. What led you to create your brand, all these different brands that are under the umbrella of S.M.I.L.E?
What made me?
Yes.
Well, S.M.I.L.E was something between my mother and I. And she passed away from cancer, so we never really had got it together between both of us. And I had stopped doing it in 2007 for a while, picked it back up around 2010, right when I met Christina Milian, and I told her a little bit about my story. And she encouraged me to pursue the T-shirt, and I took off from there.
Well, since you have started with the smile, a lot of people want to know, because a lot of people still haven't understood that smile is not only like a way of life and everything like that, but it mainly stands for, the word smile stands for Some Make It Look Easy.
Right.
So what had you decide, okay, out of all the affirmation names or positive words you can use, smile?
Well, the first thing, what made me come up with it, I was trying to find something I could make money at that nobody was doing. And then secondly, it's really a way of living, a way of life. Smile, some make it look easy it's really about a struggle of, whatever we've been through, from, deep, dark situations that make us keep ourselves on our knees praying to God, trying to find out a way to make it through. And we have to smile, utilize that energy and that foundation, because we all go through a lot and we all have a story to tell, and through S.M.I.L.E is how I tell my story of my life.
Being an entrepreneur, especially being a black man, a man of color in America, did you find it to be very challenging? Because it almost seems like when you do have somebody that has dreams and aspirations and they go for it, a lot of people just assume, you have a lot of guys, like, young black men out there and people of minority that feels like, oh, it's just too much work, or I don't know, like, it's like they don't know, they don't really truly believe that if you can dream it, you can achieve it, like you can make it, your dreams and your aspirations, a reality. Did you have that struggle putting that into?
Yeah, and I still go through that struggle now, because like within S.M.I.L E, we have another S.M.I.L E, students making intelligent life experiences, which is a situation against bullying and making right decisions in our life. And sorry, I keep looking over there. There's people in my backyard. Um, it's a struggle with people even supporting you.
Mm-hmm.
because some people think that you're up to no good even by doing something positive, and the support factor of me also coming from the other side of life in the process, um, is really no one there that really helps. But I keep the focus on what we have to do, and I don't really pay attention to what other people have to say or do or not do when it comes down to this, because this is a statement for all people, and not just being a black man or a black woman or just black period. It's a statement for all humanity, to smile and keep going forward at anything that you want to do, because it doesn't come easy, but I smile and make it easy.
Now, I've seen that you had a few celebrities rocking these T-shirts outside of just Christina Aguilera. I said Christina Aguilera, Christina Milian.
Right.
Um, so tell us about some of your, like, how did you run into some of these celebrities? And because they look very happy rocking the T-shirts.
Right. Oh, a lot of it is hustle. And a lot of it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and networking and PR and marketing period to get my t-shirts in the areas that they are. Or sometimes I hop on a plane, or drive motorcycle, car, truck, whatever I have to do, and meet with people, and I talk to them to build a base with them, to get these individuals in the shirts. Besides, hey, take a picture of my shirts. I actually get a chance to talk to them and build a foundation. So that's why you're seeing a conglomerate of individuals.
Now, the one I was excited about was the Bone Thug and Harmony. I was like, what? Because a lot of people done forgot about Bone Thugs and Harmony, but they are like good old school rappers, especially when they came with, they had a lot of good hits back in the 90s. And
Right,
I think they even dropped the album not too long ago, because I know they got back together. They
right.
had Busy. You had a lot of the Z's in it. Lazy, Busy,
I
and
don't have I don't have any of the Bone Thugs members in there just yet. So that's something I'm
no, I'm
working on.
sorry, not the Bone Thugs member. I'm talking about the actor. The
Which
actor
one?
that you have in the he favors one of the guys from Bone Thugs and Harmony. He
Oh,
plays
you talk about D'Angelo?
yes. Oh,
I mean D'Andrew
yes.
Bolds. Yeah. Oh, that was something that came along with a boxer out in L.A. Um, that he's sponsoring. Well, I'm not gonna say sponsoring. He's wearing the T-shirts, and he has a no bully campaign, and he's within the Floyd Mayweather camp, and he has something with feeding the needy out in L.A. And just so happens that they're connected together, and he has a wide spread of individuals that has been wearing the shirts as well. So that's how that came along.
Now, before we go any further,
Mm-hmm.
I do know that how we first met was that we had a conversation about law of attraction. And in the conversation about law of attraction, you did state that that's what like gravitated you more on what steps to go for. Like, okay, if I'm going to try this, I'm going to go to do this, and then go for that and this. And then that's what made you say, you know what, I'm going to use strong, positive words of encouragement, and that's all my t-shirt line is going to be about. How important is law of attraction to you and your brand and what you do?
It's very important. I have my own, I would say, science to it for what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Dealing with alchemy and dealing with meditation and speaking forth, manifesting a thought to make it happen. I really study thoroughly on multiple schools of thoughts to be able to articulate my movement within Smile. And that smile, when you put the T-shirt on, for those who have never worn the T-shirt, everyone that puts my T-shirt on says, "Oh my!" Like, it gives them some type of energy, and then the cloth, the how it's made, it
Yeah.
feels it's comfortable. And see, that's my mother. and I utilize that energy from my mother because it's genuine. It's a genuine, truthful movement. It's just not a T-shirt and we just trying to have people in it to make a dollar. The mission of the T-shirt is to teach or tutor or guide individuals into a brighter idea and a new awareness of themselves. That's what makes these T-shirts move like they do.
How important is it? How important is it to you, and important that you think that people out there, young and old, that what you state, what you put out, the energy, the thought process, what you display, like smiles, shirts and stuff, is important to put into your life. Like, because I'm, just like you, I believe in, of course, in God and everything like that. And I definitely believe in affirmations, meditation, and definitely of the law of attraction thing. So, of course, when you're mindful of that, you don't, you make sure you always put out positive energy. Maybe how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you walk, who you allow around you, and things like that.
Correct. I give everything to everybody. For the most part, everything that I have, I give it to them. And then I allow that person to hang themselves. Even if it's a company, if I'm dealing with a company, I can't say, if they're not treating me right, I don't complain. They're not treating me right. These people, and I do not care nothing about it, which allows that positive energy to continue to flow, because we can self-sabotage ourselves by being upset and angry. That's the thing about S.M.I.L.E. I came from being an angry, violent individual, and that made me realize that I was being selfish because I wasn't getting what I wanted, and I was having temper tantrums. But who will tell the truth about that when you can't get something you want, or you want to make sure that I'm trying to get this S.M.I.L.E shirt on such and such, such and such. Well, it took me 4 years to get a S.M.I.L E T-shirt on Tech 9. You understand what I'm saying? But I kept going without being angry about the situation due to whatever the interpersonal situations are. I try very hard to make sure I keep those negative thoughts out my own mind that are self-sabotage me in what I'm doing, and that's how S.M.I.L E happens, because I keep smiling. I can't help it.
Now, with you having S.M.I.L E, because you got a lot of stuff underneath, so that's why I have to say empire, because you basically do have an empire.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things going on under S.M.I.L E.
Yes.
And the reason I did bring up the whole power of attraction and all that and being positive, even basically what your clothing line represents, some make it look easy, even though it doesn't look easy all the time, but if you keep a positive mind, everything that is meant to happen for you, everything that God wants to bless you with, it'll happen in its time.
Right.
Magazine.
Right.
Let's talk about the magazine.
The first thing is that's part of the conglomeration, which is Soul Central Magazine, which is based out of London. And see, the individuals that I built with, we're all on the laws of attraction and working to help each other the best way that we possibly can without giving too much to each person. So we have to give back and forth to each other. So Soul Central Magazine and my man LVS out in London, England, he has a TV show as well, and the magazine and a radio station as well, and he's putting on something out in England, which when he first saw S.M.I.L E, he was like, oh my, this is it. So from there brought the magazine into the conglomeration of us, where each one of us always continue to have our own identity so we don't step on each other's toes. That's what's making this work and flow like it is.
So the good thing is, well, the great thing is, not only will people, I wanted to let it be very important that a lot of you guys, when this is all said and done, you will definitely find the website, everything, even his Facebook, his Twitter page, everything dealing with Mr. Ralan on the description box down below. So I don't want you guys to feel like, man, I didn't have time to get all this. So with the magazine, that's got to be very cool for them to have pictures, S.M.I.L E, and all that all the way out in the UK, and you haven't even went there yet. So now that
Whoa, whoa! I've been to the UK.
you have,
Yeah, twice.
see,
Twice. Yeah,
see, I'm
two
I'm
times.
I'm working my way up there. Well, I'm working my way up to
And so,
London next year. I'm hoping to spend an entire
that's,
month. You know.
well, that's where the magazine is based out of, is London. So
Now,
we might be able to get you out there because you represent Smile. You're also a model of Smile. So I got some other things for you for the calendar that's coming up too. So we're gonna have you right.
we saw a well, I saw a picture that was posted recently for Smile, and it was a female model
Uh-huh.
looking all super seductive and sexy, all oiled up, buttered up, real good. Like
Yeah.
one leg down, you saw a good curve, booty, good hips,
Hmm.
and I was like,
Yeah.
dang. I was thinking to myself, she must definitely be one of the Smile spokesmodels, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping Ralan don't expect me to look as naked as that because sister got more meat. Like,
I mean, that's another target audience and something that we're
okay,
working on. And that's someone who's very, 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 very close to me. So, you know,
no, let her know she did a damn thing. I was like, damn. She
yeah.
had me work out
We
this morning twice, and I got to work out again before I go to sleep.
That's Miss Cachet. She's in Cleveland, Ohio. So, she's holding it down. We have a lot. I have so much going on that Facebook isn't enough. And then we have different sites that we work off of. So Facebook is something that we kind of practice with to see how people take to it. Because we have another model that's on there. She's fully dressed with more of showing a nice, elegant outfit, pants, suit, with her back, with her head to the back, and that's someone out of London.
But no, the one thing I do like is the one thing I definitely do appreciate about the Smile brand, especially when it comes to the clothing line, is the fact that you have variety. So it's not like it's one dimensional where you see a clothing line, you see this style, and you're like, okay, since I don't identify with it, since that's not my thing, I guess that's not my style. That's not my brand. But
Right,
you have so many different sizes, shapes, shades, dynamics, people. You have people at the gym. You got a mom and son, and it's like it's like it's not designated or designed for particular certain people. It's for everybody.
right.
So that's what I love about it. But when I saw that sexiness, I'm like, oh, ooh, okay. I can be sexy too. That's what I was looking like. Okay, okay. Sister
Right.
gotta work out more to step her game up. All right, all right.
We want to keep everything. We call it omniversal.
Okay.
Because,
Right now it's omniversal.
which and omniversal is wholeness, because from where Elemental is part of the teaching program, the tutoring program that goes along with Smile. Besides it, we have entertainment and education. The omniversal aspect of it is, like I said, wholeness, and universal is one. With If you take the letter zero or O out of it, it's just anything, any and every. But when you bring that wholeness of Om or zero or O to it, we become whole and not selfish, because everybody wants to be one, and you can't be one without a team. So without having that zero or that circle or that O in front of it, you can't have a wholeness. So that's how we build in the conglomeration.
Let's get into this calendar. What gave
No.
you the thought process to say, you know what? I'm gonna throw in calendar.
You know what? First and foremost, the reason why I'm doing the calendar is because the body, the anatomy of a woman is a turn on. So I'm not really trying to sell the woman's body. But I see so many people who, are afraid because you're a big girl, or now I don't want to use the word big girl, because you're a plus size woman. It's still a beauty in that anatomy. And I would like to show, for 12 months, a beauty of all shapes and sizes of a woman. That's what brought me into it. We're going to do guys too. So overall, the first aspect, this is just who we are, is that we want to we want to catch the beauty of a woman in different shapes and sizes of the smile tees, and show that elegant, that, oh God, beauty of a woman. Who doesn't want to look at a beautiful woman? Doesn't matter if she's a plus size all the way down to a teeny peeny. You know what I mean? Ah,
No, that's what I love about it. That sounds like so. To find more information about the calendar, just like you would for the clothing line, of course they would just have to go check it out on the website because the website has everything on there. And
right.
that's how you pay homage to people. You actually have daily blogs where you're a very good writer too.
Thank you
You've
very
written
much.
some very good. But the thing that before I get any further, where do you have the time to have such creative writing when you have so many things that you like you're juggling at the same time?
Smile. Some make it look easy, but I take one day, 24 hours plus 24 hours. So 2 days is one day for me. So I will take cat naps in between, and I handle everything that I need to handle in between there, and I allow the ancestors in to allow me to write. So I don't rush anything. Now, if it's something that I have to seriously write a blog about or interview or things like that, I have a foundation and a step-by-step process of how I get it done. But over that, and then I let myself rest. Because I also do video editing. I have to shoot my own commercials. I do everything. I'm not cheap, but I utilize the cost efficiency of life to handle everything that I need to handle. The calendar, we're not going to launch that or start. Well, I'm gonna start promoting it probably in September, October for 2015.
Okay.
So that information won't be up just yet.
So I want to talk a little bit about the website. How long has the website been up? And if you don't mind telling us about like each different feature on the website, because you got so much information on that website. You have celebrities, you got news, you got your your blog that you write, then you got people that you feature, then you have your commercials, then you got music, then you got the artists. Like you got so much. It's almost like the BET, but the world of Smile.
Right. That's the whole thing, is to create, you know, my own omniverse to allow people to come in. So, each chapter that goes along with it, we also have business classes to teach you how to trademark and LLC your company, lawyer terminology, what you need to do in the music industry, from personal relationships within self, relationships with others, relationship with the omniversity or all or God, so the anatomy, physiology, psychology, neuroscience. We have within my website or blog, I want to would like to continue to educate and entertain at the same time, where it's not overwhelming to an individual. Once they get there, it'll keep a person there. And I've noticed that my blog shot up to almost close to 20,000 people, viewers. So I've only been doing this for 3 months. So I'm trying to figure. I'm working to have the right community of people to help along, but it's very hard to find committed people, or people that take the time. So what we've been working on now is becoming more visual. So you have more visual contact with us so that an individual can really start to relate and feel what we're bringing to the table, you know.
Yeah, that's
And oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, no. Continue with the each step.
Each section is broken down. Like, I truly studied to how to market to a specific target audience. So, when we get into our philosophies, or we get into our mathematics, or we get into our science or our spirituality, those are different demographics. And I'm learning as I go on to how to deliver the message of Smile and Elemental at the same time. So, once we start getting the fall, you'll start seeing more of Elemental, and, speaking on more of relationships. So just like our woman clothing line, where you're seeing more positivity and uplifting within our clothing line to show your beauty and to recognize where you're coming from and who you are, and make sure that it's not just all you that is right or wrong. To deliver that message from a female point of view is actually kind of difficult because I don't have a female around me to help write a lot of that stuff. I go off our conversations and other females that I discuss with, discuss a lot of topics with. Like I have a sweetheart that just came along with the team, and her name is Honey Dip, and oh my, her energy helps bring a more quality of information that also allows me to write in the form of the female aspect, so I stay in tune with her.
Now, the one thing I definitely respect the most about you, because you just said elemental and all these things, is that you're a clear classic case of showing you can never judge a book by its cover. Because if anybody were to see you, they would just assume, okay, he must be like some rapper or something like that.
Right.
But when you guys check out this website, especially when you look at all the content in the website, it's so diversified. It's so diversified with so many elements, so many targets of varieties of people, topics, and stuff. Whether you're a person who's into higher spiritual education of yourself, how to be a better person, or how to really elevate yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and all of that. You can get all of that plus the entertainment. So you have a great sense of balance of, hey, okay, we can have fun, we can laugh and talk about silly stuff, but at the same time, here's some very strong, wholesome information that you can live off of. You can eat that and digest that for the rest of your life.
Right.
That's what I love so much about the website. And the graphics on it is the bomb. Like, it's not one of those things where you're like, man, I really love the message in it, but it's kind of boring. But it's powerful. I really like it.
Thank you.
You know, so that's why I always talk about the website, because a lot of people think, oh, okay, I'll go on the website, I can buy a T-shirt, and like it is like just like when you go on MTV or when you go to BT or any of those other websites, it's just like one of those, except it's more for somebody who's looking, compared to all that it's out there in the media, where you have, you know, some stuff that's like, you know, the little, what I call kooky information, like little lighthearted, funny things. If you're a person who's looking for depth, like you want some CNN information, except without that seriousness and all the news is always bad news, that's definitely the site to go to.
Right.
Now, I want to talk about you with the clothing line again, because now I see with the clothing line, it looks like you got two divisions. Yeah. You got S.M.I.L.E. Still, both, even though you got two divisions, they're both advertising positivity. So it's not nothing different with that.
Right.
But I see you got something for the ladies.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I called it lips because I love the lips on it.
Yes.
I got excited. I was trying to put it as my background on Facebook, but I gotta, you know, take it, like save it to crop it down smaller to shrink it to fit it.
Right.
Because I like, you know, so, but you was like, no, baby girl. You didn't say it like that, but I'm saying my version. No, baby girl, I ain't lips.
Right.
It's smile. And I like the fact that you still kept it smile.
Right.
Because if you were to put it as lips, girls will get excited still, but then it kind of makes them feel like it's something completely different. You let everybody know it's the same entity, but you got something sexy for the girls who got curves. If they bold enough, and some make it look easy, because sometimes your body makes it look easy. Like, God damn, you got some clothes that could fit a girl that goddamn girl.
Right. It's that part is kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a female, that right there, it took me, it took a while to really get the right logo together with the message that I would like to come across. It's empowering a female. Like, stand up for who you are and tell them to kiss your ass with a smile. It's just that simple. Kiss my ass, ninja, with a smile and keep walking. You know what I'm saying? Turn around and just do what you do. And just shine your smile. Because somebody going to find that smile and that kiss worth wanting to be with. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it going. Keep it moving.
I'm kind of scared because I believe with the female clothing line, the one that's more feminized for the females, I have a feeling that guys are going to do things on purpose just so they can do that. Because the clothing line when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I'm excited because I live in Florida. So that's why I was like, ooh. And you know, just like I said on the last show that we did last week when we were talking about relationships and everything, I was thinking like, man, this will be a good line, especially for the women that want that clothing. Because you know how every time you have a clothing line, it starts out for women. For women, and when I say women, I'm talking about women that are built like women, got boobs. It's all, of course, your clothing line is made for all women of shapes and sizes,
Right.
but this is female friendly. If you
Right.
got thighs, you got some booty, you got some hips, these clothes respects the curves.
Right.
It actually dresses on the curves well, where you
Right.
don't gotta be ashamed. You, in fact, it'll make you embrace it, and it's gonna make the guys like they're gonna smile because your
Right.
body makes it look easy.
Right.
That's basically what I love about the clothes.
Right. Thank you. As long as I'm getting it right. Because this, it started off with, like I said, it started off with my mother and I. My mother was 5'3", 135 pounds. But then I have a sister that's 5'9" and 2 something. You know what I'm saying? So everything has to be universal, omniversal, and working together and coexistence of the feminine and male energy, sun and moon. That's where the website comes in, and where we discuss the sun and moon, because within the sun is still a female aspect, and with the moon is still a male aspect. So we have to work off 4 sides and not 2 sides. So that's how I learned how to keep the balance of understanding, because our brain is broken down into halves, but it's also broken down into fourths. So the same thing, how we think and how we and within the laws of attraction, we have to attract those equal, greater, and less than or equal to energies for us to articulate the point of view of our expression. So we express it with a smile. You can smile when you're pissed off, and you can smile when you're happy. The beginning or end. Either you can love the smile, it's gonna embrace it, you'll embrace it, or you'll be pissed off. But in the end, you're gonna say, well, you know what, that ninja, yeah, I feel you, and then keep it on moving. You can't stop this smile. No one can stop smile from ever taking it to the next level. Because everybody, man, we make it look easy out here. Whatever it is, smile. Whatever.
Seeing that
And
we
then
covered,
people don't know I rap.
well, no, see, they're
So
gonna know.
they
We,
go
we're
ahead.
gonna get to that when we get to the television portion. Yes, I know you guys were like, "Dang, okay,
Right.
we just covered magazine, we covered calendar, we covered clothing line, we covered models." Yes, and that's just 4 already.
Right.
Let's talk about Click Vodka. And then you're gonna announce something else
Yeah.
that basically can go together and
Right.
keep you going on them nights when you're feeling yourself,
Right.
partying it up.
Right.
What is Click Vodka? What Click Vodka stands out from all the vodkas out there? Like, what's Click? And why is the name called Click Vodka?
Well, well, the individuals. This is a sponsor. So Click Vodka is some. I'm based out of Pennsylvania right now. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. But Click Vodka they have their own little movement, and I found it to click with the smile. So, there's things that we're working on for the most part to get some things together. So we had a mix CD that comes along with the mixtape that comes along with Click Vodka. And I'm actually a dark drinker. So Click Vodka is something like, whoa, hey, you know what? This is actually okay. So, like I said, it's something that we are something something we're working with, to get everything on and moving forward as a spirit. And another thing that people don't understand, the reason why I am promoting an alcohol is because vodka is used as a medicine. It's also used to clear up wounds, like peroxide. You can clean your home with it. You can take odors out your clothes. So it's still a mission, a meaning, a positive meaning, and a teaching that goes behind the reason why I chose Click Vodka to deal with, to work with, I should say. So that's
I mean,
that's. Hmm?
I mean, whether you represent a liquor brand, at the end of the day, it doesn't lessen the entire brand at all whatsoever. It's just that as an individual, when you go out there and you get your Clique Vodka, and when you go to your liquor store and you don't see it, you request Clique Vodka. How you can go about finding out the correct spelling, everything like that, you'll find it all down below, and you can go on the website so we can make sure these stores actually carry it. But
Exactly.
the good thing about it, basically saying anything you do in life, do it responsibly.
Right.
If you choose to drink, drink responsibly. If you choose to, it's hot that you got a mixtape going with it, so you can basically, this is something when you chilling with your girls, you know, chilling with the guys before you guys go out, have your little pre-party before guys go out with a designated
Drive
driver.
or two.
You put that music on, you feeling yourself, get yourself ready, listen
Right.
to the music, do your thing. But then I noticed that you got another thing coming out where you can put click with energy, because I know
Yeah.
you was laughing at me when I was like, is it diabetic friendly? Because diabetic.
I'm
So that
diabetic.
way I can combine my click with my energy drink.
Right. Well, once again, like I said, I have a beautiful soul that the heavens sent to me. Actually, a mother and daughter. Um, I was about to call her by real name, but she'd have hit me if she was here. So, Honey Dip and Miss Queen, which is her mother, Queen B, they have a energy drink, and we've been discussing, energy drinks, Click Vodka, Smile, and putting some things together. And soon to be, I have my own energy drink, and along with that is, the number one artist that's coming off our mix CD, and she's a very powerful young lady, is Honey Dip. So that right there, conjoining that part of the conglomerate together just made it bigger. So and it's wraps and cigars that goes to what Honey Dip has. So you have to understand, we got some major moves going on right now.
But no, I like it because the good thing I like about the brand Smile is, just like you say, Smile is just basically a way of life. And you're
Right,
touching every single aspect you could think of life. Because you got the calendars, which, people can write what they want to do, the aspiration for the year and everything, just like, regular calendar. Instead of just having some random calendar, you have positive things, and you got beautiful women that you can look at the same time, and women can look at the beautiful, juicy, greasy guys on there.
right,
Then you have your affirmation, where, just like I said, a lot of times you have no idea what kind of message you give to other people without you even knowing it. And just like I said in other shows before, where I had a situation where I was going through something after I lost my dad, this girl had this T-shirt, and she was standing like in front of me, but she was not even facing me. On the back of the shirt had something positive, and in my mind, I'm like, I would have seriously thought this one would have woke up today knowing that message on it would forever change my life and make what I was going through so less bad, so I can continue moving on and doing what I have to do for myself and my family. And that's why I was like, that's so important. That's why it's so important that, yeah, it's okay to have fun, party up, do your thing, have T-shirts that say silly things and stuff. But for the most part, you want to be able to represent the true entity of yourself.
right,
And what makes me so proud and happy to rock Smile is that, yeah, sometimes people may look at me and be like, yo, this girl's living the life. And I might not be. But at the end of the day, people always say, you know what, she's always happy. Like, what's up with this girl? She's like, always Walt Disney. And now I finally got a brand that represents my lifestyle and how it's been for the past few years and how it definitely represents this year,
right,
And that's what I love about the shirt. So it's like, and then the thing I love about not only about the shirt is not only just smile. You're gonna be giving more other positive words other than just smile.
right.
So I don't want people to think, oh, okay, well that's it, just smile. No, it's gonna be other T-shirts, but this is the foundation
Right.
of the brand,
We have to
the
get that.
foundation of the clothes.
Right, we have to get the foundation of the clothes out there. So, it's another Smile T-shirt, like I said earlier. Students making intelligent life experiences, which is part of our no bullying campaign, because I was bullied, and I that's the only anti anything I would be is it bullies, So we have that part which teaches health and dentistry, excuse my little choppers, but we want to keep, teach oral hygiene and physical education, martial arts, because also um, within Smile, which actually Elemental is another subsidiary of our business. Like I said, we teach martial arts, mental martial arts, to be strong mentally and not take anything from anybody, and be able to articulate yourself and be able to point out those things that you need to express yourself against or towards without having to do bodily harm or get into a fight if need be. So, and we also teach, the seven liberal arts, which is also something that I feel that children need to have. It may be later on down the line, but it took so long to get here. But, if I really truly feel if we study the seven liberal arts as children, as youth, that also brings a higher awareness of self-preservation and equality to an individual. So, besides that, what else do I have that you saw?
Oh, we're about to get on to television. Well, before we get to television, because not only do you represent, the non-bullying with one of, the boxers in the camp in the camping
Brock.
boxing ring,
James Brock.
James Brock.
Right.
Um, then you got the clothing line.
Right.
Then you have the women version who wants to be, the ones that are like sexy. They got that sexy swag, but they
Right.
can they can rock it with a smile.
Right.
And the guys can get their butts, when they want to be, when life want to be disrespectful. Hey, I got to smile, but kiss my glass in the process.
Right.
You know, you got Clique Vodka that's backing you. Then
Right.
you got an energy drink. Plus, you're coming out with your own energy drink.
Right.
Magazine,
Right.
calendar,
Right.
and the magazine. People can go online and actually view this magazine, and it's in the UK. So
Right.
that's great. Then, wow, because I'm running out of fingers here. Then we got you hosting.
Right.
I saw that on YouTube, and I'm gonna you guys can find his YouTube channel down below. You host it, and you're pretty good hostess. When I saw your hosting videos and everything like that, dealing with the music, it
Mhm.
reminded me of like MTV when they had the MTV Basement or MTV Uncut, like stuff like that.
Right.
So I think and you actually have music as well.
Right.
So that's why I say, like, where do you get the time to sleep? Because you do a lot of stuff, you know. So now, not only have you done all of these things, now you're actually coming on worldwide TV.
Right.
And for a lot of people who may not understand, like, worldwide TV, I got TV. What's worldwide? A lot of you guys who may not know, there's an American brand that is made by an American here in America called Roku TV that has over 7 point some odd million owners of this special box. You can
Right.
go to any electronical store to buy this box. You can even go on scbnlive.com to buy it, or you can even go to Walmart. You got a Roku box. I think they have it 1, 2, and 3. But the
Mhm.
good thing about Roku, and you see Mr. Busey, the actor, televising it, but he's doing the Amazon version of the Roku TV. It basically turns your basic TV into a smart TV. You can
Right.
watch Netflix, you can watch HBO, any and everything. And the great thing about it is you can watch shows from China, Dubai, America. Like, it is worldwide. So all you need to do is go in your search box when you do buy this box, this device called Roku, and you'll find this correct spelling and everything in the description box down below. You add in the SCBN network, which I am part of. I have 2 shows on that network, and it stands for Space Coast Broadcasting Network. So,
Right.
with the whole law of attraction, not only did you get an opportunity to turn a negative to a positive, something that you and your mom started out with, a T-shirt line. Then you went from the T-shirt line to women's department, then magazine, then liquor, then with the liquor brand, then you got energy drinks, then you got calendar, then you got models, then you got your music, and I believe you have a record label as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Record label, and then now you're on worldwide TV. Tell us what you're gonna do Now that a ninja done got on worldwide TV.
The first thing is that we're gonna promote what we gotta promote, and market it out there. The next thing is we're gonna take this, Oh God, you put me on the spot. I didn't want to put this out here. Um, we're going to give an outlet towards any form of artistry, music, painting, if even if it's orchestra. It's just not. I'm just not stuck into hip hop music. I like jazz. I even like country music as well. Soulful R and B, old school 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, where where I'm gonna interview and other artists and get them, use another promotion and marketing tool to expand different artists into different locations in the world. To give a Can you imagine you're sitting at home or you're being interviewed and somebody in St. Augustine seeing you and you changed their life in St. Augustine? The average person wouldn't even know what St. Augustine is, but I do. So we want to build bridges and fill in these gaps for other artists and individuals to be exposed to one another, and besides the regular form of media. Like this is something, with SCBN is really something that's dear to my heart to work out, because I will have my own radio station by the end of the month and beginning of July also. So it coincides together, and and like that, to be part of SCBN is, I mean, French and Creole. I get to touch back home, you know. We get to touch back home to be able. I mean, I'm at a loss of words right now because that's really something major to me to do. You know, everybody everybody can't do. You know, shit.
No, I understand because it's so. That's why I say that's the beautiful power of being able to make something you've always wanted to happen, and actually, no matter what people say, no matter what comes your way, good or bad, you keep your eye on the prize. Like this is meant to happen. That conversation you had with Christina Milian, you could have been like, oh, okay. After two, you could have put in 2 weeks and be like, I don't really see any improvement, and wouldn't have been done.
Right.
The fact that you were like, you know what, this is something, that I started with my mom. I lost my mom, and now I'm gonna do my thing. And out of nowhere, you had the opportunity to speak to Christina Milian and actually speak openly. And she, not saying, oh, this is a teacher, like speak openly, but she's like, you know what, not being Christina Milian, but being the woman that she is, to say, you know what, I think you should go back to doing this. And you being a person who's mindful, open enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. Who would have known that doing that it would have went from magazine, calendar, doing worldwide TV, back on the radio and hosting. You have your record label. Like you're doing so much under one hat, and it all starts with you.
Right. Right.
All starts with you. So not only do you have celebrities rocking the shirts, you got everyday people rocking the shirts. Then you're gonna have people that speak languages that you got people in China that's gonna be able to see the clothing, to see the brand, to see commercials of yours.
Right.
You got people in India. You're gonna have people who's so crazy because, of course, for a lot of people who may not know, SCBN is not the one and only television network on Roku TV that is owned by Leo B of Films. He's
Right.
a Haitian director, actor, and all these things.
Right.
But he's also had his other television station, a Haitian television station that's super big, and people are so excited about the SCBN because they're like, oh, it's gonna be all Haitian, but this time this network is gonna be catered to everybody around the world. Just as long as you speak English, we your stuff.
Right.
And so that's why I'm excited. And then after I did my research and found out you was doing your hosting, you actually really good. That's how I was telling that's what I was telling Leo when Leo saw the footage that I sent him. He was like, "Yeah, this is a person that I know I'm gonna have to not only do. I know he's gonna have to do something like his own perspective on this network." So it's like to think that it all started off with you trying to find a word that you're like, I need to find a word that I can put on a T-shirt.
Right. I thank you so much for helping me attain this too, because you are a major part of my life as well. Because you didn't have to do that, you know, connect me with Leo. And I appreciate you so much for that, because this is
Well, no,
that's like
I
this.
appreciate you so much because the thing I do appreciate the most about you is that you have taught me and showed me so many things that a lot of times when you live your life you forget. You know, you forget a lot of stuff. And the thing I appreciate about you is that you break the mold, and you're one of those people that are a constant reminder that if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And
Right.
it's just so crazy, just like with Dr. Dre, who just somebody just bought out his you know, his headphones and stuff.
Millions.
I was thinking to myself, like, back then, when they started NWA and everything like that, life as we know it was so different compared to how it is now,
Right.
especially for black people.
Right.
Who would have thought a man from Compton would have one day said, you know what, I'm sure when he started doing music and rapping, I'm sure for him, he never thought of it to get as big as it did. And for him for him to be a behind the scenes guy and say, you know what, I am so much into music. I need to create music to be played in the way I hear it when I'm in the studio, and I want
Right.
people to feel it too. For it to be that, it makes me wonder, like, even the people that gave him the cash, would they ever have been like, damn, this came from a brother in the hood.
Right.
Who, not some Yale graduate, not some, you know, and it's just a huge testament that you can't judge a book by its cover. And if you can dream it, and you can, if every day you wake up and you think to yourself, what can I do to bring the reality of my dream closer to me? Never sleep, never give up. Everything will manifest for itself. But you have to first start off with knowing yourself well and what you want, and not be sidetracked, because a lot of times you're closer to the finish line, but you get sidetracked by a lot of bull. But to recognize, hey, I'm not going to allow this, and keep that tunnel vision going, you're going to get where you want to go. And that's why I say it's so amazing on how you were like, man, I need to find what word I'm going to put on and how I'm going to make it represent something. From that to now, S.M.I.L.E is already been global, but now it's going television global, radio global.
Right.
People are seeing it pop up on different people's pages. They're wearing it. Moms, sons, fathers, celebrities, athletes. Now you're advocating bullying, not accepting it, liquor, and it's like, not only are you saying S.M.I.L.E is a way of life, you have people that says, oh, this clothing line or this and that represents this, but you don't really see that.
Right.
But you're actually putting the words and manifesting it and showing, no, it could be, you can make this an everyday occurrence for your life. You can rock the clothes. If you're not a person who likes T-shirts, you can get into Clique Vodka, or you can represent children, grown adult, or whatever, represent the non-bullying and everything. If
Right.
you're a person who's not into that, you're not a drinker, hey, I got energy drink for you.
Right.
Girls who feel, I don't want to look like my man in T-shirt, you got the women's clothes, and you're like, okay, you know, whoa, you got people in London getting to know who you are, the brands and everything, and having to, you know, to work with that, and calendar, and, you know, all, like, you're finding a way to get into people's everyday lives.
Right.
And that's why I find, like, oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. Like, so excited about it.
Right. I appreciate
Sometimes it makes me wonder, yeah, because sometimes it makes me wonder, like, do you ever wake up like, damn, I did all this?
Yeah. And sometimes it be so difficult, you know, like, because it's a lot, it's so much that comes in at one time. And you know, my manager Dave, if I have to bounce a lot of that off of him, so he takes a lot of punishment. He takes a lot of punishment, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe, you know, because I've met a lot of people, you know, even as of recently, that do not even understand who I really am. And I listen to them talk to me like they have no clue because they don't even take the time to study whom they're dealing with. They just want out of me or want me to do something, you know. And if I don't jump to it that fast, it's like, man, come on, dude. I no, dude, you really do not understand that the position that I'm in right now, that I actually can help add on to your career, seriously, without trying to be conceited or like I'm the, you know, the stuff. You don't understand, man. What just been accomplished, you know, it's been a 3-year hiatus in between to the fact of 3 months of work. So what you've been doing for the last 4 years of your life, just imagine if I kept doing it for 4 years straight without losing my mom to cancer. My son was murdered. My sister died right the month after that, and other things that went on in between there. And I just had a cousin commit suicide 3 weeks ago, and we had a video shoot in Cleveland. So I had to help pay for that too. So people didn't know that at all. So, you know, I'm still going through the struggles like an everyday individual. And a lot of people, they try to misuse you. And then they really think that you're, you know, dumb. Simple as plain. But with this interview right here, when people see it, if it's seen, the right people that are seeing it, you done messed up and you done lost out because I'm more than you ever thought I was to be in your life.
Yeah, you definitely are.
That even
So,
goes to family, you know?
so like, if we had to put you in a few words, what you are, other than a father, other than a creator of, you know, of an enterprise, basically a huge empire, and and you know, you're an educator. You're definitely an educator, and you're really open for a man. Because nowadays, it's almost like you have people display like for men, they're supposed to be kept quiet, only speak when they need to, but when they speak, it's nothing really of importance. And for you, you talk about any and everything. So if we were to put you in a few words, what would you want people to know you as in few words? Like, you know, because you're very intelligent. You have a lot going on, and you've done all, for you to manifest this in 3 months, that's powerful.
Yeah. The best way, I'm elementary. It's just elementary. If you can't think on the elementary level, you're thinking too much because everything is kindergarten through ninth grade to me. And if you can relate to a kindergarten to a ninth grader, you can relate to the world. That's how simple it is. Greed and manipulation, all of that, it just doesn't fit in me. I wasn't raised that way. You know, if I have to, it's just elementary. It's just elementary smile, so make it look easy. That's it.
So, um, before we close out for today, I want to let all of you guys know, all of you viewers know, everything that we discussed will be in the description box down below. And don't forget, this will not be your last time seeing Ralan, because you will see a lot of Ralan, because not only does he have to represent clothing, magazine, now he's on worldwide television, also on the web on Google Plus Hangouts and everything like that. Then on radio, so basically you everywhere except on toilet tissue and toothpaste. You're on everything except like toiletries.
Wait, we have our own toothbrush coming out too. The small toothbrush, so that goes with the oral hygiene. So yeah, so you know, somewhere along the line, some big things is going to happen.
Positive is you're representing.
Yeah.
To bring laughter, happiness, making your life easier is what your brand is really what it's all about.
Yes.
And this is not going to be you guys' last time seeing him. You're not only going to see him on Google Plus with me on Hangouts when we talk about love, sex, relationships. we're going to continue having more interviews with him, not only here on Google Plus, but on Roku Television, because he has so much under the whole empire of S.M.I.L.E. We have to catch up. We have to always catch up on the latest, greatest, and all of that, and
Right.
everything like that. So I don't want people to be like, "Dang, okay, so this is it." No, no, no. This is just a breakdown
Right.
of who is the man behind the curtain of
Right.
S.M.I.L.E. So
The
is there any
Wizard
last
of Oz.
words? So is there any last words that you
Um,
would like to say?
I want to shout you out. I love you so much because I mean you were a major plus in my life since we met. I want to shout out my manager Dave Ball, my sister Tiana. I want to shout out my lawyer Mike. I want to shout out the whole crew that's putting the movement together for the mix CD from Phoenix Jones to my man Jack the Ripper. You know what I mean? I want to shout out LVS. I want to shout out Leo. Leo, come on, man, hit me back because you ain't hit me back in a few days. I've been hitting you. You know what I'm saying? And Honey Dip and Mama G, Queen B. Let's make this happen. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna put Queen B. We're gonna put Honey Dip back on the map where she's supposed to be at with what we got going on. And anybody else that I missed, please don't take it personal. I have not been to sleep in 2 days. I should have had a list out. Oh, Susan, you know what I'm saying? I ain't forget about you. Good looking, boo. You hold it down in Texas. Because we made a lot of sales in Texas just recently. You know what I mean? But, you know, for overall Kev Colvin, you know what I mean? That's my man's, you know, Universal. You know, we got some things working out with that, you know. So, we trying to make $1 million by 2016. A couple of multi-million. Hopefully, we can at least be six-figure people. But we really got something going on right now. You know, shout outs, elements. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the symbol. You know what I mean? Let's rock. Let's just rock. Thank you so much. Man, I'm tired.
Well, the only words I have to give to the viewers is smile, because some make it look easy. Ralan makes it look like it's damn easy, but some make it look easy.
Right. Whew.
Don't
Thank you.
forget to like, comment, and share the video. Don't forget, because remember, sharing is caring. Don't
Yes.
forget to definitely check out the links down below. And like I said, you definitely want to check out Ralan's website. It has some very good information that is informative for everybody of all ages. It doesn't even matter, because it's like if you're a person who's into politics, into religion, into doing better, understanding what the law of attraction is, everything that he's spoken today, you'll find it in the website. And you can definitely find more about his intelligent intellectual writing. Because I was like, whoa, this thug like done wrote all this. I was kind of wondering, like, okay. I was like, he could write like this. He did that.
Yeah.
And for a lot of you girls who are like, I want to know what's going on with that, sex appeal, make it smile, make it look easy, body fit clothes. We'll keep you on that. Like,
Right.
everything, remember, everybody, smile is not only just words. They're basically a way of life. Turning everything negative, rocking it with a smile, and turning it to a positive to benefit you to the maximum.
Right.
That's what it basically is about.
Yes.
So, thank you guys so much for checking this out. You will definitely check me out each and every Sunday, along with my co-host, Mr. Ralan. Each and every Sundays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Check your local time zone. And be on the lookout for the link to click it so you can join us in to the group, to chat with us and everything like that. Remember, this is not the one and only last time you will see Mr. Ralan. You're going to see a lot more of them. But this is the beginning of who is the man behind the curtains of this conglomerate worldwide S.M.I.L.E.
Right.
Now that you got toothpaste, not toothpaste, toothbrush, man, I might as well brush my teeth with the Clique Vodka and everything.
It's all good. Because Clique Vodka is used for mouthwash.
Start my day with the T-shirt. If I'm going, going to the club, wear this. I'm loving this whole thing. You know.
Thank you.
So, guys, thank you so much. And like I said, this is not going to be your guys' last time. And for a lot of you guys who do have the Roku box, make sure you add SCBN Network on there, and you will definitely see Mr. Ralan featuring on International Vibes, which stands for IV, and Get Inside Me, the SCBN Network show. The same one that you see on Google, but it's kind of different. It's more you guys got background. We got that going on.
Right.
So,
We try to keep it on all levels.
thanks everybody, and see you guys next week.
See ya.